Hi all. In this video, we are going to discuss how can insurance agents generate quality leads. Now, quality leads, by that we mean that, people who are actually interested in buying your product. So when I talk to insurance agents and the biggest challenge which they mention they're facing is, how do you generate leads and specifically quality leads? And a lot of them are spending way too much money in trying different kind of marketing strategies and what's happening, whatever people are telling them. um, so this is the biggest challenge, and I hope in this video I'm able to address some of it. Now, last year what I did was, I talked to a lot of top insurance agents and agency owners who have been successfully running their agency for quite amount of time and have built it, and I try to understand what are they doing different to grow over a period of time. And yeah, definitely one of the thing is they are able to generate leads themselves, qualified leads, people who know, like, and trust them. So I'm going to share some of the learnings which I had by talking to them. And I've also done myself a lot of research and testing of different mechanism to generate lead. And I have kind of idea what works best in today's scenario. Now, if you look at big insurance companies, what are they doing? You'll see they're spending billions of dollars in uh, marketing, and a lot of that goes to Google marketing and bidding on keywords. And in today's world, if you have to bid on certain insurance keyword, it may cost anywhere from $20 to $50 or even more. It is very difficult for agents to compete by bidding on Google keywords. Again, in certain ways that strategy works, and we'll discuss that in upcoming videos. But right off the bat, it might not be a very easy strategy. So what works in today's environment, based on talking to these top agency owners? And I have mentioned that in my book also, Friendly Agent, where I have summarized the learnings which I had after talking to these top agency owners, and also my own study. So one thing which is working today is Facebook and Instagram ads. Hands down, it is the kind of cheapest and quickest way to do it. um, so as I mentioned, in Google you might be spending somewhere $20 to $50 or more per click. In Facebook, Instagram, you can target your actual audience and get those clicks in under 50 cents also in most of the cases. And if you do it right, you can generate qualified leads in couple of dollars, actually. And in this video we are going to discuss step by step how you can do it. So it's a 3-step process, and I encourage you to stay till the end so that you don't miss anything, and you are able to understand the strategy end to end. So let's dive in.
Come up with a framework which has mainly three steps. The first step is that you run a branding campaign, which is mainly a campaign to test waters. And in this campaign, what you try to do is reach maximum number of people with the lowest cost involved. And second step is when you're running these branding campaigns, you test different messages. So we'll discuss how you can find out different messages, how to do research and everything. But that's the second step. And then when you're testing these messages, you'll find a certain messages that they are getting more clicks, they are converting better. Converting, by the converting I mean clicks. People are clicking on them. So once you have a winning message, then you move to a lead generation campaign, which is very good in converting, but it is little costly in nature. But if you have already nailed down your message and you know what people are reacting to, these are great ones to get leads on a consistent basis. Now let's discuss how do you run a branding campaign. So when you go to Facebook, to create a campaign, um, and if you have to create a branding campaign, again, instead of branding campaign, I'll say which of these campaign will you choose if you have to get maximum number of people, if you want to reach at a minimum number of cost. You can again leave message in chat if you want. And one more thing I just want to point out that if you see there are multiple campaign objectives listed here, and based on what you select, Facebook will trigger different kind of a algorithm, behind the scene. So that's it. So this is the first step and very important. What objective you choose, and from branding campaigns, the objective which you should choose, or branding, or again the one to get maximum amount of visibility in lowest cost, is traffic. So what you do is you select traffic as a campaign objective, and then trick to get to maximum number of people in minimum cost is that in this campaign you are provided opportunity to select link click as an option. So they'll ask you when you get charged, and here you can select link click. By default, it will be based on impressions. So what it means is if say 1,000 people are looking at your ad, and mechanism by which Facebook is charging is impression based, then you will be charged based on those 1,000 people viewing your ad. But if you change that to link click, and out of 1,000 people, if say five are clicking on your ad, then you are charged only for those 5 clicks and not for reaching those 1,000 people. Um, so this is the important hack. So whenever you're running these kind of ads, please make sure first you select traffic as an objective. Second, you select link click uh, as an option when you get charged. Now, I was talking about that case study, Medicare case study. So we created, a Medicare ad for one of the agents, and when they run branding campaigns, these are some of the results which we receive. So if you see here, um, reach was around 9,570, and impression is around 26,000. Or so by reach we means what it means is number of unique people who saw your ad. So almost now 9,500, or let's assume 10,000 people are able to see your ad, and some people saw your ad 2 3 times, multiple times. That's why the impressions are more. Now, if you can see here, uh, this campaign received around 91 clicks by spending only $70. So that's why we want to use these kind of ads. So by just spending $70, you are able to reach almost 10,000 people. Now, when they're clicking on your ad and maybe going to your website, if they're converting to a customer, that's an added advantage. But what we try to do in this ad is find out who is the winner. So if one of your ad is getting, say, here 91 clicks, and another ad for same cost is getting, say, 10 clicks, then you know which message is resonating better with your customer and which is the winning one. Now imagine if you have to reach 10,000 people through any other mechanism. So you are sending postcard campaigns to 10,000 people who look at your campaign, and just maybe uh, at least a lot of postcards which come to me, I just send them directly to trash. But still, if somebody is viewing it, you are getting some kind of branding. So you have to spend at least 50 cents per those postcards, and to reach 10,000 people, it will take you almost $5,000. If you are doing some kind of sponsoring some events which has again say 10,000 people coming, I'm sure you'll have to spend way more than $70. So this is the cheapest way for you to reach maximum number of people. And if you see what's happening here is people are looking at your So if in your ad you have your image, your logo, your address, those things, right? They are getting familiarized with you. So for me personally, I will run these kind of ads if I have the option, or every month, and reach these thousands of people, so that they get to know uh, you. And a lot of these big companies, if you see insurance carriers, they spend billions of dollars on branding, and you can get this at a very cheaper cost if you use the strategy, first, to create branding ads. Now let's move ahead. Test messaging. Now, how do you find the right message? So first thing is, like, if you already have some kind of ad created, you can test that message. But another option is that Facebook ads library. So so if you go to Google and search just this, right? Facebook ads library, you will go to this ad library, and there you can find a lot of ads, whichever line of business you're looking for. So for example, like, when I was doing research, all ads for Medicare, I went there and searched for Medicare. You can search for home insurance, final expense insurance, whatever is your line of business. But then you can see what kind of ads people are running, and you can get some inspiration from there. And by looking at these so many ads, you can have two, three different kind of messaging created for yourself. What kind of heading should be there, what kind of text should be there in the ad. Take some inspiration from these images, what are called to action, and all those things, right? You can create multiple ads, and then we can anyways test it using our branding campaigns, right? So you will know which one is the winner. Like, your 3 to 4 different type of ads, you can see which one is the winner. So that's one way. Keyword research. So this is also a good one. What people are searching for. So if you look at it, right, if you know what exact problem they are having, and if you create an ad which is addressing that problem, then your ad has a very high chance of converting. Um, so you can do research using, first, like, Google. If you go to Google and just start typing, um, it will give some kind of an option, and then that's one thing. Otherwise, there's that Google keyword find out what people are searching on Google, and if you can incorporate same thing in your ad, then you have a very high chance of conversion. Um, then, like, surveying your audience, uh, and understanding their pain points. So again, when you're interacting with your customers, and what kind of pain points they are talking about, you can start incorporating them in these ads, and test which one is resonating well. So we talked about Facebook ad library, keyword research. Yeah. One more good option is to run Google ads to see what people are searching for. So when you're running Google ads, right, it gives you option to select keyword theme. And we, I mean, currently we have limited time, so I'll try to go through how much we can, but we go in very detail, all these aspects in our membership Friendly Agent Pro, which I mentioned earlier. But anyways, here you can select different themes. So I selected a lot of Medicare themes, and I start running the ads. And when I started running the ads, these are some of the results which we received. So again, first one is not relevant. People were searching for Medicare phone number, so that's not relevant from our purpose. And what you should do is, these kind of things you should put in this negative keyword themes category. So once we saw that, okay, people are searching for this, we put this in negative keyword theme, so that Google will not show our ad if people are just searching for a phone number. But anyways, one good thing which we found was, if you look at the third one, Medicare dental coverage. So people are searching for Medicare dental coverage, which is a very specific problem. And luckily, if you see here, right, at a very small cost, we were able to generate these leads, like only $11 we paid for 4 leads. It's less than three or 4 clicks. And if you see, like a lot of insurance carriers, they spend on any kind of these campaigns at least $10 to $50 per click. So this is way cost effective. But when we found out that okay, people are searching for Medicare dental coverage, we went deeper and we created our ad, which was addressing this specific problem. And we saw our results, like getting way better.
So I hope you are getting value out of this video, and if if you're liking whatever information we are sharing, then please hit like and subscribe, so that this information can be shared with other agents, and they can also benefit. And you will also get to see the upcoming videos where we are discussing different lead generation strategies.
Let's discuss about lead generation ads. So once you are able to find out that which messaging is resonating with customers, and in the first kind of ad where you are um, doing this branding or testing, right? There, what happens is we use link click as an objective. So people are clicking on it, going to your website, but they may not be filling any form or asking for a code. So that's a challenge, which you see in those ads. But they are good to test waters. If people are clicking, means they are interested and their ad is resonating. But one big challenge which people or most of the agents face is, though they might have a good ad, it's not converting. And for that problem, you have these lead generation ads. So there's a different strategy which we use for these ads. Now again, coming back to objectives, which objective will you choose when you're running lead generation ads? So initially we use traffic as an objective for the branding ads, but for lead generation, it's kind of pretty simple to use this lead generation as a campaign objective. And one important hack here is when you configure this ad. I mean, there are a lot of things to take care, but one of the most important hack is that you should use Google lead forms. Sorry, Facebook lead forms. And what it does is it pre-fills um, your prospective customers or that leads information in that form. So if someone is clicking on your ad, right, it will show that form and it will pre-fill their name, phone number, their email, if you selected these options in that form, right? And when somebody submits it, you get all this information, name, phone number, email. So you are able to capture lead, and then you can send them to your website or a quote form or wherever you want to send them, right? Or maybe to set up an appointment. But even if they don't take any action after going to your website or wherever you're sending, you still have this critical information, their name, phone number, email. And now you can use this information to maybe run email campaigns, nurture those leads, or send SMS to them, call them. A lot of things you can do to engage these customers and nurture these leads. So that's one big advantage of these ads. One little bit disadvantage is that you cannot select link click as an option here, so it's disabled. So you will be charged based on impression. So again, if 10,000 people are viewing an ad, you'll be charged based on that. So it gets a little bit expensive compared to the first category of ad, but it doesn't matter because these converts way better. You are able to get their name, phone number, email, which is very crucial information. So That's the difference between these two type of ads. Now let me show you some of the results here. So again, when we change our ad, and if you see a campaign name also, right? We started targeting or having our ad in such a way that it talks about, dental coverage for Medicare. People started clicking more. Uh, and if you see here, right, 183 clicks we received by spending only $117. So only $0.64 per click. So this ad, uh, it performed really well.
Thanks for joining, watching this video. I hope this was helpful to you. Please leave your comments, and if anything else you want us to share, or if you have any question. And we'll meet you next time in our next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.